Tonight we share the story of retired Staff Sergeant Evan Hunt in our special Veterans Voices.
As PJ Walker explains, most of his time in the military was spent helping others, and it inspired him to make it a lifelong mission.
After September 11th, there was a lot of people joining, and I figured it was as good a time as any to go.
Seeing the impact 9/11 had on the world took a toll on Evan Hunt. The U.S. had taken a hit, and people remained on edge from the attack that killed close to 3,000 people.
I went in as a security forces, military police, and I had a really good time doing so, traveling the world and stuff like that. I went to Iraq a few times. I went to Colombia a couple of times and went through a lot of hurricanes, also the tsunamis in Malaysia.
In 2004, a deadly earthquake and tsunami struck South Asia, claiming the lives of over 226,000 people and leaving almost 2 million homeless. Hunt says he had never seen anything like it before.
That was, very eye-opening, but it was also, I will never forget seeing that type of destruction from water, and how many people that died from that. It was probably as emotionally jarring as going to Iraq the first time.
Delivering food and supplies to people in need was a part of his mission, but no amount of training could prepare him for the horrific things he encountered.
And it doesn't matter how hardcore you think you are, but it's not natural to see death. It's not natural to see people being maimed. It's not natural to see destruction and poverty and impoverished people.
He would go on to serve over 10 years in the Air Force, and his very last stop would be at the Minot Air Force Base.
Minot was definitely not going to be my choice to stay and live. It wasn't. I could not stand this place. But once I got involved in the community and I saw how it was outside of the military and how loving these people are.
Missing that brotherly bond and camaraderie from the military, he joined the Ice Cold Riders Motorcycle Club, where he now serves as the vice president. The organization puts on yearly fundraising events, Picks for Kids, Ice Cold Christmas, and Food for Thought, a fundraiser to clear the negative lunch accounts for students in Minot.
We felt like if we could be that little push that gave people that small chance or another opportunity that they may not have had, then it will benefit the community.
A community the veteran now calls home. People he now calls family. And it's all because of the military.
That's something that nobody can ever take away.
PJ Walker, KX News.
The Ice Cold Riders Motorcycle Club received the Partners in Education Organization Award from the Minot Public School District earlier this year.
And he says over the years they've raised more than $10,000 to put toward negative lunch balances.
Yeah, it's a lot of good.